This is the video for the topic, and which is introduction of the self inductance and mutual inductance, which is related to the chapter electromagnetic induction, class 12th. So here you can see I have written self inductance and I have drawn a coil, okay, and in which a current I is already flowing. What will happen, and what is the nature of the self inductance? Ki if the constant current is flowing, means if the I is constant or during the interval of time, so there will be no problem. Because if the battery we have attached, suppose we have attached a DC battery and we are not changing the amount of the current which is flowing in it, so there will be no self induced current probability. Because self induction of a current or a induction of a current, leave that self or mutual word, induction of a current requires the rate of change of flux, okay, and the rate of change of flux is only possible in the condition when the current which is flowing through that conductor is changing. So if we will keep the I constant, there is no problem, there will be no inductance. But the problem arises, or the concept arises, when the I which is flowing through the coil is a variable, means the source of from where we are getting the source, we are getting, means the battery which we have attached, it is variable. So in that condition, what will happen? A new I will produce inside the coil. New I means what? I induced current will itself will be produced in the circuit. Who gave this idea? Who gave that? What will be the direction of that current? Ki in which direction it will be? It will gonna support that external current, or it will gonna repel that external current. So it was actually gave by the Lenz law. Okay, so Lenz has explained us ki if the current is induced in a coil, so what will be the direction of that induced current? It depends on the current which we have supplied in the external with the help of external supply, that is I, basically. Okay, so that is increasing in the nature or decreasing in the nature. So let us see ki what they have observed, or what they told. If you can see here, here I have drawn the observation of the lens, which what they have observed, and they have concluded some statements. What they have concluded, if the current which is flowing in the circuit, with the help of the external supply voltage, okay, if this current is increasing in the nature, then what will happen? The I induce is gonna means it is gonna produced in the circuit, or it is gonna induced in the circuit, but it will be opposing to the increasing current. If suppose the increasing current is flowing in this direction, our I induce is gonna flow in the opposite direction. And second thing, what they have observed, ki if the current which is decreasing in the nature, if the same direction of the current is kept constant, but since if the magnitude of that current is decreasing, so the our I induce which will be produced in the circuit due to the change in the flux, okay, and so that induced current will support the direction of the external current. Means the I induced will flow in the circuit in the same direction in which our I external was flowing. So means in short, if I want to write down, so I can write down this statement, that I induced opposes the growing current, but I induced supports the dying current. Means whatever the reason of producing it, if suppose the reason is the current is increasing, means the current which is flowing in the circuit is increasing, so what the I induced doesn't want, the I induced doesn't want this I should increase in the circuit. So what I induced will do, I induced will gonna oppose the increase of the current, means the rate of matlab the flux because of which the current is I induced is produced, so it will oppose that. Now in the second condition, what I induced have done, it has supported the dying current. Means if the I is decreasing, so again the flux is decreasing, because the the current which was flowing was decreasing. So what it will do, it will try to stop that. Means in which condition it can stop, it will support the dying current, so that the flux through which the inductor, I mean the flux which is the magnetic field lines which are passing through that conductor is decreasing. So what induced current will do, induced current will support the dying current, so that the flux will not change. So this is all about they have observed in the self induction, the Lenz which has observed in the self inductance phenomena, and this was his explanation. So now we will study about the mutual inductance. So here you can see I have drawn the two coils. One I have named a primary coil, and another one I have named a secondary coil. Means what, first of all we will see what the mutual inductance they have observed. What they have observed, ki they have kept a coil nearby to each other. They have named a one coil as a primary coil, in which they have provided the source, okay, of the current, and the current is flowing in that circuit, no problem. Okay, in the second, what they have done, they have not provided any source of the voltage, and but they have induced a galvanometer in that, and they have kept the circuit, or they have kept the coil as a closed, and they have kept the secondary circuit in nearby to the primary. Now what they have observed, ki if I is changing or if I is variable, means if you are applying a variable source, means either you can put a switch and you can on and off it there, okay, and if you don't want to do this, you can do one more thing, that you can change the amount of the current which is flowing in the circuit by changing the potential. So what happened, when the I was changing or variable, they have observed I induced is actually produce, means a current, a small current has produced in the circuit B, that is a secondary circuit, okay, in the coil B. So means this can be explained with one concept with the help of diagram, but before the diagram we should keep one thing as a remember, that primary coil is a coil in which I varies, okay, and a secondary coil is the coil which induced current forms or produced. So how they have named, they have named the primary coil to that coil in which the current is variable, means to which they have applied the source, okay, and the current is produced, and second is the secondary coil in which the current is induced because of the first, okay. So they have named the coil according to that, and the explanation of the mutual induction can be done with the help of diagram. Let me adjust the camera and you can see here. So what they have done, what they have observed, because of the flow of the current, there will be the production of the magnetic field line which is crossing through that area, and what happened because of that magnetic field lines which are crossing through that conductor, the same magnetic field line was passing through that this coil as well. And since these coils produced a change in the magnetic flux, because our I was variable, so the magnetic field lines were also variable, and because the magnetic flux which is passing through that conductor is changing, so the I current is automatically induced in the secondary coil. So I in primary generates magnetic field line, and there B magnetic field lines also passes through the secondary, so I flux is produced in the secondary coil. That is what I have said just now. Okay, so what happened because of this, just 1 minute. Now, what happened because of this? If I changes in the primary, the flux changes in the secondary, and hence I induces produced known as mutual induction. So, the current produced due to the pair of the coils, this production is called as mutual induction. So, now we will have a second video which will relate both the self inductance with the mutual inductance concept.